I was Katy Perry. Check my Twitter.
Oh, well.
We don't want to get hit by the copyright on YouTube.
Katie would never, dude. Katie would never.
Katie would never.
Fucking episode 212. Are we on 212 right now?
Yep.
I don't know if you guys see this. I don't want to give a free shout out today, even though we're doing shout out, no free shout out. But shout out to Arete for making these fucking t-shirts, bro. Like, I'm not this good looking.
And they naturally fold up here because you guys know, you boys know, if you're rocking the tee, you want to flip it up one or two times to get that. You want it sitting on top of the bicep.
You got to be kidding me with that.
Yeah.
That's not even real.
You look good.
Thanks, brother. I'll tell you what, it's been a weird couple of weeks.
Hey, everywhere we go. Wait. We need the presenting sponsor. The presenting sponsor, the greatest truck of all time, the greatest brand of all time. Football season's over, but
we're gonna still root for our favorite team.
Yeah,
which is the Chevy. And its star player.
Yeah, is the Silverado.
Yes, sir. According to JD Power, the Chevy truck has won more new vehicle awards than any other brand, and that's some serious hardware, dude. Do us a favor, go to Chevy.com, and for JD Power Awards, go to jdpower.com/awards.
But don't do it unless you are not a gritty. I was gonna curse, but we got to keep it. We got to keep it light.
Durable, reliable, dependable,
hard.
I almost put a bomb out there too. I almost put an F-bomb. Yeah, hardworking.
Yeah, hardworking.
You can say hardworking.
Yeah, lunch pail guy.
Lunch pail cat, dude. Don't just go on the website because we said go on the website. Yeah. Go on the website because you think I want to become a better human being. Much better human being.
Now that the ad read's over.
Did I say that right? Was it jdpower.com/awards?
We can fucking cuss again. We can cuss. What were we? Yeah, your physique.
Perry,
your physique. You said the last couple weeks have been weird. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
like your glow up is coming. You know what I mean? Your glow up is here, is upon us.
We were right before we started. You said something that really hit me in the heart. You said, "Are you hitting your Muji era?"
Yeah.
Muji's been in his era since he was 12 years old.
Yeah, you had to be the kid sitting there watching him just slay, pick up chicks left and right, and you're just the extra. You know what I mean? Because you're bulking at all times. It paid off, but now that it's the off season and you get the ACL surgery, so you've lost a lot of weight. You are like,
I love how you navigate shit, dude. You're a big brain motherfucker, dude. You're a big brain cat.
And as great as you look right now, you see the comments, you see people when we're at the live shows, people are like, hey, what's the deal? What's going on? It seems like you're not really trying to put weight back on. How do you respond to those people when you see those comments? Because they're out there. Let's not pretend you see a couple comments, they're like, oh, Will's look a little more stout than the boy, which I'm thinking I got to lose some weight now.
Yeah, did you take it with a grain of salt?
Yeah.
A lot of people out there are going to say things. Maybe some people just want to punch up every once in a while. But yeah, live show, people want to come out there and say, hey, what's the deal with you playing? And I say, brother, there's a lot of time. And they go, hey, when are you going to sign? I say, hey, there's some phone calls out there. Your boy's gotten some phone calls now.
Patience is the game.
Patience
in the seat that you're in.
Now, free agency, that first wave is already gone. The draft's going to happen. We'll see, dude. If the boy needs to start gaining weight, he'll start gaining weight. But the number one key is just getting his knee right.
Yeah, and don't get it twisted. Like if you were going on your second contract, or obviously this will be your third one coming up. Like if you were like literally all you had was ball and that's all you were going to do, you might jump at one of the first things that comes across your desk. Like the first wave, people talk about the first wave of free agency or whatever, guys are getting picked up, left and right. And then the second wave comes, it's like the market might go down. Like you're not in that ship. You kind of get to pick your shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's
a good spot to be in. It's like OBJ, he's still out there. The reports of him commanding the money he's commanding. He could have been signed.
Yeah, but he tweeted about that. He tweeted about that and said, "I'm not asking for 20. I'm just asking for something more respectful."
But game, like I'm not asking for 20, but that it still might be like might be 19 and a half. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there'll be a lot of clarity. I don't know if I can even say this. I think there'll be a lot more clarity on my life in the next couple of weeks. And I'll just leave it at that, boys. We will let you guys.
That's all we needed.
That's all we needed. There will be a lot more clarity.
in the
same thing different, but end up saying the same thing.
As you're saying it, all these voices just in your head. Say this, don't say that. In the next couple of weeks. Yeah, clarity.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, man, it's been a cool couple of weeks. It's been nice, dude. It's definitely a different body style than I'm used to. And it is one of those things where, I was always like a leaner
It's
tackle.
going to suck to see you get big again.
Yeah.
gonna suck to see you
That
put that
is,
weight
dude.
on because I'm gonna remind you. I'm be, hey, look, remember how good
Remember
you
this
fucking
photo?
looked?
It's
Yeah,
just like a photo of you and me on the spring turf. Like, you look like shit now, bud. Well, I got these teeth, but I
at
can just
least
remember
you're- at
something
least
about the
you're
past.
strong and you can block pass rushers.
Yeah. Nah. Couple
But-
weeks, a lot more clarity.
Hey, come on now. When you got a podcast rocking the way that the boys do right now, shout out to tier ones. You can kind of pick your shot. You know what I mean? You know, your boy, I was never game ready until the time was right.
And I'll tell you what, too, dude. I see you got a
People
little
are
trying
trying
kiss
now.
this weekend.
Yeah.
You got a little
So
kiss on the skin.
Taylor opened his pool for us on Saturday.
Pool opened
We
this
had
weekend.
a hell of a day Saturday
It
at
was
your
nice.
house.
Very kid vibey,
Yeah, very cute. But we ran into each other at the farmer's market.
right?
Farmer's market Saturdays, bro.
I know. I was like, "Do you come here a lot?" And I was like, "I come here every weekend." She's like, "No, you don't." I was like, "Yeah, okay." I kind of just like ate it, and I was like, "All right, dude, whatever." We've really been taking win there since like she was like before one.
Yeah, like when I wasn't playing in the season, we would go in the weekends in the fall, but we hadn't been since the fall. So
Yeah.
you can't really. I mean,
And that's the
it's
time
like-
I don't go.
Yeah, right.
Because
You
I'm
guys-
usually
you're playing.
Yeah, playing. But yeah, dude, Franklin Farmers Market, dude, is a fantastic place.
Dude, it's one of the best. And
Yeah.
I spent a little this weekend on seafood. I'm gonna get into the seafood and see if I can make some stuff.
Yeah,
The king crab legs that were being sold, they were monsters, dude. Them
Hey,
fucking
that is a monster. You're holding
legit.
there.
Remember you
figuratively
came, I was
also.
like, hey Taylor, check this out. And this thing was
Yeah.
fucking.
I was like, hey, how far can that go down your throat? And you showed me, and it was really impressive.
Now them crab legs, now they'll get a little spiky on the side. You got to be careful with that. Bananas now.
that cat penis crab,
Yeah.
like.
Bananas, popsicles, anything else, you might try. But yeah, the
You
farmer's
might,
market was
you
a
might
good
try.
weekend. Then we went over to Taylor's. After the kids went down for a nap, we go over to Taylor's. We got kissed by the sun a little bit, but also Sunday. Yesterday was a nice vibe.
A great day yesterday.
Yeah.
I saw via Instagram you fell asleep.
Yeah, reading a page or two of a book.
Yeah, dude.
You get two.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get 2 pages
Yeah.
in. You start to doze when you're not built.
If you suffer from nighttime anxiety, for those of you listening, open up a book, brother. 5 pages in, you'll be dozing.
Yes,
no
man.
fucking problem.
That's a sleep hack right there.
It really
That's
is a sleep hack. That's the time to do it. I was
Um,
in too.
But yeah,
These
your
fucking
boy,
things.
no, as you can tell too, no sunscreen. I just yesterday, 20 minutes, just as naked as I could be in the sun,
Mhm.
and then that's when I went and kind of fell asleep in the
Naked as you were like legally allowed to be.
right. Yeah,
It is one of those things, dude. The sun coming back, the vibes are just higher. I woke up this morning, took my kids to school, and legit was like, man, this is gonna be a great fucking day. Is what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a phenomenal day, dude. So got my workout in the morning, watch that sunrise. I'm not flexing right now. We can break down my workouts at a different time, but was I up at 4:30? Yes, dude. Was I up before Jocko? There's no question. So that's not what this episode's about. But I'm just saying, watch the sunrise. Saw there wasn't a cloud in the sky. Fuck, what a day we've been having, brother.
Yes, sir.
This is it. Now here's the negative, and I hate being a negative Nancy on a Good Vibes podcast.
Hang on, slow it down.
I know, but I must speak my truth, William, and I'm going to right now. This weather's fantastic, but it's short-lived. In 3 weeks, we're going to be burning up. Mosquito bites everywhere. Heat, hot, pouring rain.
That's the one thing that like winter doesn't get enough credit for is it keeps the bugs away.
It keeps, yes.
It keeps the bugs away.
I'll tell you what, too, dude. A couple nights ago, I believe it was Saturday night after you left, I walked outside for putting the kids down,
Yeah.
and I could hear the frogs going, Armageddon of the insects is now upon us again.
They're
You
coming
go out-
back.
You go out in the wintertime and it's quiet. It's eerie almost. And the summertime starts hitting legit World War III in the South when it comes to insects and bugs.
Yeah.
They're fucking out there killing each other all night. They're going fucking crazy on each other.
Yeah.
And it was nice to hear that warfare.
The weather's back for the boys.
Because what's horrible for them is white noise for me. It was a nice feeling. Now, the bug deal, it is what it is, but they're not out yet, but they are coming.
They are coming, but
Yeah.
these next, like I would say this next month, maybe 2, right? Maybe we'll get 2
Yeah.
squeeze 2 in there until about June. I think we'll be living a good life.
Yeah, May solid. It all depends on April, dude, because usually April's when those showers come. April showers bring May flowers. You know what I'm talking about, Mitch. Yes, you nod in the back.
Poetic.
There, dude. Poetic. That is, I think, part of a poem at one point.
Poetry, yeah.
It's definitely a phrase now, but I believe at one point it was written in a poem. But you know what was tough that I did not expect was how muggy Tejas was.
Texas?
Yes, dude. We pulled into Austin. I had that hoodie on because it was freezing here.
Yes.
Freezing. We pull into Texas. Now, let me just say real quick, I've already tweeted it once, and if you don't follow, now's the time. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you're just watching this episode, I retract my negative statements about Austin, Texas. The last time I was there, I did not enjoy myself. A lot of homeless. There was a lot of homeless out there. However, this time I went there,
Walk down the
good
street, a lot of homeless.
fucking vibes the entire way. Not the entire, there's always going to be a little bit of diversity, boys. Texas, University of Texas, outstanding school, phenomenal colors, great facilities. They were a little, and I say this with a grain of salt because it ended up getting a lot stronger, a little more difficult to deal with. They have a lot
more red tape. A lot more red tape
more
trying to
red
get in the
tape
University
to
of
get
Texas.
around. But that being said, they got Sark, sat him down. We only had 15 minutes. You know, your boys pushed it to 18.
Yeah.
And it was a phenomenal interview, dude. That's out now. You guys can listen to that whenever you want, dude. After you listen to this episode, scoot over there. Subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe. Do the whole fucking
They probably
thing.
already watched because we're talking to tier ones right
We're
now.
talking to
And
tier
any
ones.
new Texas fans that we have here, we are a horns down podcast.
Nope.
Taylor,
No.
we're 50% horns down, 50% horns
Well, I
up.
mean, we don't have to be right now. We can find out. Bloss. Horns up or horns down, brother?
Horns down. Let's go,
He
boy.
got me when he did that too.
Fucking, yeah.
He hit me with the rah. Okay, so right now we're a 66% horns down podcast. Jack, horns up or horns down? Horns up.
Oh!
He got me
Yes!
too, dude.
Bro, the real UT resides in Knoxville, Tennessee, and that's a goddamn fact. Tennessee was established 80 years prior to Texas. Any of these fucking Texas fans that want to say, "Oh, Texas is the real UT," shut the fuck up.
Dude,
Hey, that's a great favorite ass right there.
hey,
That was good.
I'm gonna hold on one
And I
second.
know that's a clip. That's got to be a clip.
I got something to show you right there. I'm telling you, dude, it's a fucking hitter. Just
It
don't
is.
sleep on that. Bring Katy Perry back. I don't even know what she's doing anymore. When I saw Jack
Mitch, what do
tweeting
you
about
go?
that,
Horns up, horns down. Your
Hold
horns
on,
up.
right, horns up, brother. There you go. So we are a 60% horns down podcast. JP,
Go.
horns up or horns down?
Horns up, baby.
Let's go! 50-50! Get it!
Hey, take it easy. We can get his attention.
Fuck!
That's
said
what,
take it easy.
4-3. Horns down pod takes
Do
the
the
cake.
percentage on that. I don't got that.
4-3 is.
I did
talking.
look something up earlier this week, and I said, "What college is UT?" And it said University of Texas.
Yeah, well, look at these facts right here.
Give me a minute.
1794 versus 1883. Bro, we had kids who were in the first class at Tennessee that were grandparents by the time they had their first class at
Buddy, you
Texas.
could literally say they were almost dead, if not most of them were dead.
Yeah, probably. I mean, in the 1700s, most likely all of them. It could be second generation there.
Yeah. Listen, I get it, brother. I understand what you're saying. A lot of history and tradition out there in Knoxville,
Maybe
Tennessee.
60%.
60% what?
Hey, oi, oi, oi.
4-3? He goes, brother, it is not.
What is the percentage of like 1 out of 7?
See, that's what the I don't.
What should I do? And I tried
yeah,
going. I
that's not
tried
us.
going 100 divided by 7. That's
This is not the ammo you want to give Theo right now.
wait. 100 divided by 7. He can't do the math either.
100
What are we
divided by
talking about?
7? Brother, why are you doing that? 10 is 70, 11 is
You're looking-
77.
You go 0, and then you go 1, and then it's 30.
You fucked
1
me
4.
I think it's
4.2.
40
4.2 times 7. Wait.
Hold on, you might be onto something here, bro.
14.2 times 7. What's 14.2 times 7? What's 14?
70.
99.4.
Okay, that's off. That's wrong. 14.2 times 4.
56.8.
That sounds about
I
right.
was okay. I stand corrected. My bad, Will.
56.8% horns down on this bus. Now, I don't think.
I would love to see if that is actually correct. I don't know how to do it, but maybe
I
it's
think I don't know what Garrett's out there just on Jack. I don't know why he's against.
He's a
Texas.
Bama guy.
57.
Bama and Texas have been going at it the last few
57.
years.
Or maybe that's something I don't know. I retract the
Yeah,
gag.
57.
I retract the gag on that. Huh?
We're a 57%,
what did I say? 50.
56.
56.8.
That's
Round
minor
up to
details.
Casual
That's minor-
roundup.
Yeah.
That's a
Big
minor
brain
detail.
podcast.
Big brain,
Brain
podcast,
podcast.
brother. We got
Now,
there.
Jack, did you enjoy yourself at least in Austin?
Oh, bro, don't get me wrong. I'm horns down because I'm a Tennessee fan, but I love Austin.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I love Texas. Like There
Dude, Texas really is a fucking
was
vibe.
red tape everywhere.
Yeah.
But it was the nicest facilities
But-
we have seen so far as a podcast, without a doubt.
Hold that just for a second, because I do want to talk about that stuff too. But we talk about all the red tape surrounding it, dude. Meeting John and Tommy.
Yeah, it seems like we have a
Me
foot
and
in the
John
door
and
for a
Tommy,
relationship
there were
going.
some good conversations,
Yeah.
and then once you got to understand why the red tape
Yeah.
was the red tape, you kind of got it.
Yeah, because it's a big time program with a lot of pride.
They
dude.
don't,
It's
they
Texas,
don't, they
bro.
don't, they
It's
don't.
Texas.
Yeah, they're not throwing that ass at everything for everybody. You know what I mean?
Texas
They're
is the number one school in Texas, and I say that after TCU has gone to the college football playoffs. I'm saying that right now.
Yeah, no, Texas is
on their way up.
We're,
They're way back.
we're horns down for Texas, but we're also horny for Texas. You know, you can be
Yeah.
that at the same
Love
time.
that.
Hey, you could say that.
You could say that too.
We
Me?
can all say it. The University of Texas was a great time. We're horny for the orange and white.
For the burnt orange.
For the
Now,
burnt orange and
I
white.
do love UT. I don't know why I keep bringing it back to Jack, dude. That burnt orange,
Oh, it's a great
it
color.
goes so fucking hard.
Yeah. But I
They
mean,
might
look,
be.
burnt orange is out there though. You don't see that Knoxville orange anywhere else besides Knoxville. That's
Yeah.
raw. But
What
it
are you
is an
saying?
incredible color scheme.
Are you telling me that burnt orange is not as good?
I'm saying that there are other colleges out there that have that burnt orange. No one
Oh.
has.
What's your
Knoxville.
preference in orange color? I'll ask that.
I mean, the sunset orange, which is considered burnt orange, I don't think you can beat that. But that's just strictly from a
I love him
color
being
palette.
honest. I love him being honest.
Yeah, you got to be objective about it.
Yeah, and I
mean,
appreciate you being objective.
The Tennessee orange is objectively obnoxious. It is a very bright, potent orange. So that like really warm
Potent
sunset.
fan base.
Yeah, potent fan base.
And just
They go fucking hard.
The exclusivity you feel like you have when you're a Texas football player. Like
Brother.
you're walking around those facilities, and yeah, if you're a player walking around, I don't see how you walk out and not think, yo, I want to fucking go to Texas. And that's coming from a boy. Trust me, I bleed red. I'm all big red, and I'm still pro big red in it all. But you walk, especially if you live in Texas, and Texas gives you that offer probably in nowadays 8th grade.
I mean, you saw that map of how many players they have from all in the country and how many are in Texas versus the rest of the country. It was wild.
Yes.
They keep that shit in-house.
But all to
In-house,
say,
what you can do, because Texas is Texas.
Huge.
Unbelievable. Dude, I said this a bunch of times, but I'll say it one more time just so it's officially on file. When I was in high school, that was a school that was like one of the 3 schools. I was like, if they offer, I'm committing on the spot.
would you, if you had offers from them and LSU, where are you going?
Ooh.
Or do we need to wait? Yeah, or USC, or should we wait until we go to LSU?
I've
here
been
in
to
a couple
LSU
weeks?
a couple times. That we're gonna be blown away by them. I haven't seen their facilities, but we're gonna be blown away. Like
Someone
the
told us
stadium.
that's going to rival Texas really hard, their
Yeah.
facilities.
I heard their facilities fucking rip. Their campus is beautiful. They have an open container law there too. They literally have drive-through liquor stores in Louisiana. Isn't that crazy?
Mm.
You can literally get a drink and put it in your cup holder, and as long as the little paper stays on, and they pull you over, like, oh, so you're good.
Damn,
Isn't that wild?
that's Louisiana though.
And
I
it's a
mean,
crazy culture. Like Texas is its own entity as well, but Louisiana is like a wild culture. Wild.
yeah, but that pride at Texas, bro.
I know.
But
it's
again,
so
I don't
unique.
have a whole.
Bro, the
I don't have a
purple,
dog in the fight with
the
LSU.
purple, the yellow, the white, like that's a cool color scheme too. Now, if I'm basing color schemes, Texas is way over LSU, but
way over.
I think that burnt orange, dude.
Yeah, but that
I get
LSU
horny
helmet,
for burnt
bro.
orange.
That purple and yellow.
When they rock
Purple
those
and
purple
yellow,
unis,
bro.
they're always rocking the white with the yellow. I need to see, like, that's hard.
They got that
That's
yellow.
hard, but this is what they usually wear right there. They usually wear the whites and the yellow on top. But I think one thing that's going to set them apart, the stadium. LSU stadium is fucking insane. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
because Texas' stadium, it's beautiful, but it wasn't like
Here's the issue with
my
Texas.
socks are blown up. Nebraska's
Yeah.
better. With stadium. When it comes to stadium.
Here's the issue with Texas.
Wouldn't you agree?
Nebraska's?
Yeah, stadium.
Yes, but I'll tell you
Walking
why.
out of the tunnel.
Yes, and I'll tell you why. Texas, when you walk out in the stadium, very old with a back that's very new, and it definitely clashes with each other.
Mm.
I think if it was all like the new part they put up with the big screen, those master suites that are in there, like $250,000 for a season, if that was all the way around like that, you're looking at one of the top stadiums in the country. But I think Lincoln's awesome. Lincoln rips. I love Lincoln. Just making sure you know.
I just bring everything back to Nebraska.
Yeah.
It helps to have that validation.
And I don't want to bring up when Jack, we were making sure Jack was being objective about things. I think there was something you said in Texas that was not very objective. You said that Nebraska had better facilities than Texas. I don't agree, but I do want you to speak whatever that truth is, if it's actually truthful, if you want to be objective right now.
I think number one, I think they both rival each other very well. I think the color schemes at Texas, it's when you got that white and they got that lighting going on there, it's easy to fall in love with that.
Gold, not that gold, the gunmetal gray in the locker rooms too. That I thought was incredible.
And they do a good job complimenting each other all the way around the facility. Nebraska, they're always, it seems like, developing something, but they kind of have that black and the red going on now in some of the newer developed spots. I think once they get continuity around that, like, that's going to go hard. And not to mention,
black and red is a awesome color scheme.
Yeah, and the way they're doing the LED lights and everything, like, yo, that shit looks fucking tough,
fire,
bro. And I'm talking about that just with schools in general who do that. Like, that shit looks tough. But Nebraska's new facilities that are coming, they're gonna be it. So
you can see the holes in your okay, good. You said it's gonna be it. I'm saying objectively right now.
I think they rival each other easy, and I'm giving the edge to Nebraska.
You're giving the edge to Nebraska.
Yeah.
You see, I don't think you're being objective there, because I think we can all agree that Michigan's facilities were better than Nebraska.
You guys had
the weight
room.
We have a fire
weight room is insane at Michigan.
Locker room's not better.
Hey, boys,
yeah, it is.
That's where it fucking.
Our weight room's big now, 16,000 square feet.
I think that's half the size of Oosterbahn.
Y'all's weight room reminded me though of like in early 2000s, kind of like it was premier then.
Hasn't been updated yet.
New facilities are, I think, will maybe beat out Texas.
And I said that to him too, but he just won't get off like
right now. Texas,
right now,
I think holds number one.
Right now it goes Texas. From what we've seen, Texas, Michigan, Nebraska. Those are top three. I don't
think Michigan's got it like that.
I think Michigan Nebraska right now, because everything is updated there. Now, once that $200 million facility comes in where it's just football, I can almost guarantee that Nebraska will have a better setup than Michigan. But right now, they do not. And that's okay, because in a year, the $200 million facility is going to be up and running. But we're going to have a whole new conversation about that then.
We got to talk about the entirety of the facilities. Like, our facilities are right there. You get in that tunnel walk and you're going right out to the stadium. And I like our stadium over the big house. We're louder.
Yeah, I think
more sold out. We got the fucking fans.
There's a level of the big house being overrated.
Yeah,
that's speaking objectively. If you're going to put 115,000 people in a stadium, it needs to be much louder. Here's how you fix that right away. You can't fix structure, Jackie. That's history, and Michigan will never, ever, ever give up the structure of the big house because it is such an iconic figure in Ann Arbor, Michigan. What I would do, though, tear those fucking bench seats out, align the whole stadium with aluminum, just like they do at the University of Washington, just like they do at Seattle. It'll literally vibrate. You'll get, I can almost guarantee, twice as much volume for half the price. I'm just letting you know. That's what they need to do. If you get loud, then the history and tradition and all that now keeps up. But when you walk in there, unless it's like Ohio State, the third weekend in November, it's not that loud of a stadium.
But let's talk about the quality of fan that's in each spot. Like Michigan, you ain't got them doggish fans, bro.
Old fans.
I really hope
there's a lot you've even talked about before. There's just a lot going on at Michigan to where you don't have them fucking diehards. It's not like
they are diehards, but it is much more of a white collar setup.
Yeah, it's like a preppy diehard fan.
I know, and I that hurt to hear because I am. Yet I am a part of that school, and I wish there was a little more. That weight room now, Herb, that strength coach, that's grit. That's fucking grit in there now, brother.
He's got it. He's a
that football program. That football program is fucking grit. That the football team is fucking grit. That hockey team, grit. Their basketball team, tough year this year, fucking grit. However, the school itself, it's not that gritty. It's not a gritty school. It's not Lincoln, Nebraska. It's not Texas. It's not going to be LSU. It's not even South Carolina. It's not. And does that disappoint me a little bit? It doesn't disappoint me, but it's just not. It doesn't like. If I'm speaking strictly on Taylor Lewan and the representation of myself, like it doesn't match. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You guys fucking picking up what I'm putting down here?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
No, I do. It doesn't
align with the core values that you'd like to have in a school. If you take
the 10 most hardcore fans of the University of Michigan, they're going to rival any other school because they're fucking It was any school. They're going to be some fucking diehards out there. Now, Lincoln, Nebraska, that's fucking blue collar, stand in a quarter, see the entire state type of fucking mentality.
But they'll definitely shake your hand after the game's over.
That is the most mind blowing thing.
Mindfuck,
The most mind blowing thing. Got absolutely butt fucked in Lincoln, Nebraska one time playing football, and I walked out of that stadium sore, limping, and they're like, "Hey, brother, great job out there. Good luck the rest of the season."
It's weird.
Swear to God, it's very weird how polite they are.
You guys heard how
actually
John was
pisses
talking
me off
about
a
it.
little bit more. I don't like that, dude.
But there's a lot of juice in that stadium. Speaking of juice, speaking of energy, we are brought to you by Proper Wild. If you suffer from symptoms of ADHD, lack of focus, no productivity, your brain is constantly wondering, you need to check out the boys at Proper Wild because they have clean all-day energy shots. Proper Wild uses organic caffeine stacked with L-theanine, which has clinically been shown to boost your energy, focus, and productivity without the jitters or crash. No preservatives, no artificial sweeteners, no horrible chemicals, no bullshit, just natural tasting energy shots with clean ingredients that work. Go to properwild.com/barstool to try Proper Wild for 30% off, boys. And I'm talking this little variety pack that's getting a little light because we crushed them. Oh, wow, they're all gone. We got this lemon lime boy.
Yeah, I ripped a lemon lime earlier, and I've been dialed in.
But it's not like
I can feel your energy when you're talking about UT.
You know, when you hit
Tennessee,
you hit them other caffeines. You hit them other caffeines that's a little artificial. Like there's always a weird like.
I'm having a coffee sometimes.
No
like, I just get
artifactual
like halfway
flavors.
through it, and I start getting those jitters.
Same.
With this, it literally is just you're right there in the middle. It's perfect.
I was crushing a latte, and literally, it's like the same. You get jitters. I start pitting a little bit more. I feel like anxiety versus like
Instead of pure focus.
didn't see that coming, huh? That's fucking wild.
But properwild.com/barstool, 30% off from the boys to you. You guys will love. You guys will love it. Proper Wild really is them.
It is really them.
With that, I am going to hit one.
Give me a little sip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do want one.
Oh, that lemon lime is nice.
Oh, let me get a lemon lime, dude.
You want apple or lemon lime?
Let me.
Because the apple's solid.
Give me that lemon lime, dog. You see it, Mitch?
Dope that.
Mitch gave me a little compliment too when we were back in what was the school we went to before?
South Carolina.
South Carolina. We were at the bar unsolicited. Walks out to me and goes, "Hey, your ass is getting better."
Wow, man.
Middle of the night too. Drinks were flowing.
I was gonna say, walks up
Drinks
to
were flowing, bro.
finds a
And I
shot.
literally looked at him. I popped the head down. I go, "Thanks, man. I needed that more than you know." Because when that ACL goes, if you ever had an ACL, boys, and you can't be getting on those legs too much, those cheeks are the first thing to leave. Never had the most phenomenal ass in the world.
Hey, but it works.
Easy, killer.
It works now. Let's
Easy
not.
now.
It works.
That thing works hard.
Yeah, that is really good. Only 2.5 fluid
What else
ounce.
do we got? Not what else. Like, there's a lot of shit
There's
to
a
talk
lot
about.
to-
But
we
again,
wanna
I'm
make sure we hit
operating.
Texas.
I'm operating differently right now.
Let's talk about we talked about the facilities. We talked about all that. We got some barbecue out there. Terry Black.
Oh, we got blacked by Terry at his little barbecue joint.
And it is, I love the setup, dude. You walk in, you get in a single file line. There's a buffet style. You're picking your sides. When you pick your sides, you now get in another line and you go up. That's when the anxiety hits, right? Because you're hitting a barbecue spot. Everyone's like, this is the number one spot in Austin. And then there's the real Texans who are like, oh, that's not the spot. You
In the
pull up.
hospitality.
Hospitality was insane.
Oh, baby, go walk in. You should get in that line right there. Like, oh my gosh,
That is
this
no
is
problem.
amazing.
We walk up to a tatted individual and he goes, what are we getting today, boys? Realizes there's six of us, correct? There's 6 of us coming up. He goes, go and bring all those trays up here. Starts giving us samples of absolutely everything you can possibly have. Tells us how it's cooked, how long it's cooked, how it's seasoned, everything in between, dude. But brother, there was a lot of meat consumed by the boys. Jack, there's an argument to whether Jack really ate a lot or not because he was fighting the old Vegas fight. Brother, I'm just saying what the argument
Why are
was.
you trying to do this when you know I'm the one who my plate was so fucking clean?
That's the argument.
And I have the video. There's no argument. There's substantial evidence.
I think you're projecting from Vegas.
There was also
I'm
before
not though.
that video was
Oh, hang on,
taken.
hang on. I heard Jack defending himself. What are we
I
talking
want to
about?
hear Mitch got something to say.
Before that video was taken, there was caught at a peripheral Jack taking some food off of his plate and putting on others.
And now is that
Mitch is saying,
hey.
so he's putting to the left. You check the tapes. I'm the farthest seat on the left. So was I putting it on the plate of the table?
Brother, this is when
I'm loving Mitch's use of brother right now, dude. I'm loving brother. Shut up.
For some
dude.
context, we were in Vegas and Jack, we all ate wings, and Jack,
Not all of us.
unfortunately, sadly, left a lot of meat on the bones with all of his wings.
One fucking
with all of
turkey
his
leg
wings.
they left on my plate. Yeah, look, I admitted this. I was wrong.
But
I've
trying
got-
to set up something in Texas when that's barbecue, it's like,
Chaos.
bro,
Did
we
you
had
see me post anything? No.
Yeah, you didn't, did you?
No, because that's not my game. But hey, if you
because he
fuck
knew
me,
he just
you're
knew
done.
he knew we had 10 pounds of meat and everybody did what they could.
There was a point when Jack was talking about the situation where he crushed food and you guys didn't. You did say, I feel solid about our story right now. And I think that's what really fucking put it in for Jack.
Because he kind
Oh,
of
we can live tweet it right now.
He threatened me with the video.
We can live tweet it right now.
He threatened me with the video, and I go, whatever I said. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, I feel good about
There
where
was
we're at.
no
good about it.
threat ever. I think you
You
saw
whispered
me
to
take
me.
the video.
You whispered to me, and you go,
No, there was
you go,
a threat.
Yeah, you go. You said something about like you keep this up, like just know that I got this.
Just
And
know
then
that
you
I got
all
this.
fucking stuck me up outside.
Oh yeah, we like right when we walked out the door, I turned around immediately and put my finger in Jack's stomach. I'm like, you got something to fucking tell me?
Dude, so yeah, Terry Black's was delicious, dude. The guy was extremely accommodating. We ate a whole bunch of meat. That was, now, Will has his own story, but I'll say mine. That is probably the best barbecue I've ever had. And there's probably a lot of Texans out there listening right now going, brother, you have no idea. There's a couple down Route 66 that you're going to fucking just fall into. Go to a place over there. Some guy's been doing it for 60 years in the same smoker. He might make the best barbecue of all time. For now, this is the best barbecue I've had of all time. But you ran into a bit of a situation in Houston with your barbecue.
Yeah. So
And maybe you can get some more clarity here. Maybe the people can help you.
right. I'm a big brisket guy. I love brisket. I love ribs. I feel like pulled pork and everything else, you're gonna kind of taste the same. It's all kind of the same, right? But taste of the brisket. The brisket is phenomenal. Terry Black's great place to go get barbecue. But the best brisket I feel like I've had so far in my life as an adolescent and an adult has been at this spot called Q in the fucking Houston airport. And that's going to take everybody by surprise. I know, trust me. I listen, I'm trying to figure my shit out too. Because I am a big barbecue guy. Like, I fucking love barbecue. The sun, like yesterday when we were out on the deck, I'm like, man, we need to get all this stuff going because it's grilling season. Grilling season is upon us. Like, that's vibes, that's socializing. It's the best.
Still looking for a grill.
Still looking for a grill for anybody out there. Was hoping to pull some, I was hoping to pull some Traeger, but it hasn't worked out. So your boy is in the market for a nice grill, a nice new grill. Because I do love smoking meat. That's been my little forte, which by the way, I need to have the boys over again. I need a round two.
You weren't proud of that. I thought it was pretty decent.
Well, I know what my potential is. That's why. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's okay if you guys enjoyed it and there's a little bit of fluff and trying to enjoy and just telling me for my own, but I know what I'm capable of. You know what I'm saying?
I've never been a massive barbecue consumer.
Yeah.
So I thoroughly enjoy myself. You know me and ribs. I've had ribs like 3 times in my life. Every single time I've had them, I've thrown up.
Yeah.
And that was the 4th time I've had them, and I didn't throw up. So to me,
I'm gonna
huge
dial in
W.
that apple jalapeno rib for you, and you're gonna have a different tune. I think. I think you're still gonna have a different tune.
you know what I love in the barbecue game is the cheddar jalapeno stuffed sausage. That to me,
The sausage at Terry Black's was so fucking good.
easy, buddy.
I know.
Might have to go back.
They were awesome. Their ribs, their sausages, those were my 2 favorites. But getting back onto this brisket, and maybe there's some Texans out there, some people that know what I'm talking
Hey, the
about.
way he spanked that thing, horny.
Horny, bro.
Sorry, regather
Sorry,
yourself. That's
sorry.
my fault. That's my
I'm
fault.
thinking of the brisket. It's coming at me right now. But the ratio with the brisket, the meat and the fat, just the texture, the juiciness, and everything in between, bro. I'm telling you, Q barbecue at the Houston airport
Oh.
is so far, I believe, the best brisket I've ever had in my life.
That's crazy. If you use the word airport in that, it's just
I
it's
know
throwing
I'm
everybody
gonna
off.
lose a lot of credibility, but maybe there are people out there. Maybe Q's like a spot in Austin or in Houston that I'm not aware of.
Yeah.
But I'm not fucking joking.
Well, we've
I'm
had
not
this
fucking
we've
around.
had this conversation
we
before.
might just fly to Houston just to go eat at the airport.
Every time I've flown to Houston with the team, guys apparently the food there is phenomenal. Papagayos, I believe, is a spot out there.
Papados.
Papados?
Papados.
Papados. It's like a seafood Cajun thing. I think it's supposed to be insane.
I've heard about
Everyone's always going there. I mean, we go there once a year, right? So guys are always piling in to an Uber and ripping over there to Papados.
Yeah, they have a seafood chain, they have a Mexican chain, and then they have a barbecue chain. And it's like Papados.
Is that like
Papacitos.
peel and eat stuff? Seafood?
No, I don't.
Okay,
No, it's
good.
not like that.
I always wanted to go to a seafood place that has the bag.
Yeah.
Like it has a bag of seafood with just the
Find that in
butter in it and the seasoning.
No, yeah, I think it's overrated.
Really? I've never had
That's why I
it.
said good on the Papado thing, because we went to I don't know what it was called, but Keenan Robinson took us somewhere when we were out in Virginia because people love that seasoned bag and butter stuff. But you know, it's too messy for a boy. Too much work for a little bit of a return on investment.
That makes me a little worried about our stop at LSU coming up because we're gonna have a crawfish boil out there, and
I'm
crawfish
into
is
it.
a very social setting.
know.
It's all work and a little play,
I
but
know,
yeah,
bro.
it's a big time social setting for sure.
I know. I'm just like, you know, when Charles, she's from Maryland, and when she want to take me to the crab, like opening up crab and everything else, like I get the social aspect of it, but it's like, what are we fucking doing here? Like I'm working way too hard for this shit.
You got to get on the Instagram, bro. Sometimes the food things pop up. I saw some chick twisting off the sides of a crab and just going like this, and the thing would just rip out. Now she had a nice little technique
Of
on
a
her.
crab, like a full crab, or are we talking
leg.
a crab?
She like
crab
twisted off
legs
one
not bad.
side.
You get,
Okay.
especially if you get the king crab legs, you're getting something thick coming out of there.
Yeah.
But you get the smaller ones, like it just depends.
Right. Can we back up for a second?
Yeah, absolutely.
Maryland.
What, do you,
What
what
was
do you mean?
that? Maryland.
Maryland. Maryland.
You don't. It's
Maryland.
Maryland. Not
Maryland.
Maryland.
That's what Maryland does. Crab cakes and football.
That's what Maryland does.
Yeah. You said Maryland.
Maryland.
Like it was an amusement park.
It
I mean,
used
my-
to be Mary's Land.
my
Historical
wife.
You know what? Look up the history on Maryland.
Oh,
I want to
trust
know
me,
what
my
Maryland's
wife
talking about
spoke
here,
out
bro.
and-
You know, Jack?
I was a
What?
G.
My
in-
Why
wife
spoke
spoke
out?
out in that. Like even my wife said something about it. But yeah, Maryland.
Got to go to the Northeast and get some
Maryland.
seafood up there.
Dude, yeah, Baltimore. My rookie year, I got a couple crab cakes that were like this fucking big. They're like
Really?
2 pounds.
New England clam
Unbelievable.
chowder too.
Dude, the best clam chowder I've ever had is in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I know it sounds wild.
There's some
That was
good.
like a tradition at the hotel. You would go there and they'd have pictures of clam chowder. So fucking good, dude.
Down in
Fires
Florida,
me
it's
up.
really
Guys
good
before
too.
games would not eat anything else. They would literally eat the picture of clam chowder, and that was their pregame meal.
Yeah.
It's like, no wonder why we didn't win a whole lot of games. That and the drugs, but that fucking clam chowder probably had a lot to do with it.
I tell you, you got to shout out them businesses that figure something out, even when it's not like their forte, like of the region. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like clam chowder's not like a
It's not an Ann Arbor thing.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not an Arbor thing. Like you know,
But it was legit like a tradition of Michigan. Now, that hotel we used to go to is now the Graduate, where we've stayed at before.
shout out the Graduate. No free
Yeah.
shout outs.
No free shout outs to the Graduate, but shout out Graduate. And I don't even know if they do the clam chowder anymore, which is so sad if they don't, because it was truly like the best thing ever. Did you ever do traditions at your school, like take a drink or anything like that? Like we had a thing called the drink, and your first 12 travels, you had to. The seniors would make a concoction. They could put whatever they wanted in it, which is scary, and you would have to take a teaspoon of it and eat it. I was starting as a freshman, and I had to eat it every day before the game, and it was like Tabasco, salt, pepper, horseradish,
No.
clumped up. Y'all never had nothing like that?
No, like each freshman would have to like basically all the O linemen, the senior and senior O linemen would shower together, and each freshman would have to go in and basically shower with them.
Dude, what?
Bro, hide and go get it, and now this, dude. Yo, what is wrong with your lifestyle?
I made that up. I made that up.
Okay. I was fucking worried, dude. Oh my god.
As you were going, I was like, I don't really have anything, but let me just make some weird shit
That
up
was
that can live on TikTok. I don't know. Oh, but your reaction is solid. Hopefully that gets caught. Because I was trying to just keep it in. Just have to go shower with the
All right, you're up. Get in there. That shit is funny, dude. Funny. Mitchie, you weren't a part of a frat, were you?
Oh yeah.
Jack, you weren't a frat boy, were you?
I was for a year and a half or so, and then
They initiated him
trying to
too much.
make-
He had to leave.
yeah, they hazed the shit out of me.
What's the worst thing they did to you?
I didn't really
Broomstick?
I didn't get anything. They like, I remember one guy tried to they call like bows and toes, so it's like doing a plank but on your elbows.
Mhm.
And then I remember it was like some older
Isn't that just a
asshole,
regular plank?
and I
No,
was like
like-
a freshman,
like night
just
before.
like on your actual elbows. And a lot of
Oh,
times
damn.
they make you do them on like bottle caps, so like it fucking hurts.
Yeah.
I remember they like placed like a solo cup full of beer on my back, and like he was like, "You got to make it to 60 seconds." And if you do that, you're good. And I remember I made it to 59 3 times in a row. And at 59, he just spilled the beer all over my back. And I'm in like a suit. And that was like literally the worst thing that ever like happened to me. And then I was like, dude, I'm done with this shit. Like, I'm not paying for this anymore. And I told him I was out. And the president called me and was like, hey, man, you don't have to pay anymore. It's all good. Like, you can still show up to the stuff. And I was like, yeah, I know. I'm doing
you
that.
see Jack being pissed. Dude,
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
upset,
yeah.
like mad
Jack
as fuck.
getting
Like,
mad
I'm
as-
tired of this shit.
Oh, no. I was just like,
Death,
dude, I'm
taxes, and
not.
Jack getting upset once a week, dude. Those are the 3 things you can guarantee on. Bro, I can't imagine hazing your ass. Can't imagine it.
No, I mean, look, I met cool guys.
I mean,
dude.
look.
It was fun. We, you know, had fun parties and shit. But like at the end of the day, like after you're a freshman, that shit's so lame. Like watching guys who are 21 and 22, they're seniors, like having this power struggle over kids who are just coming in just because they were fucking losers in high school and now they finally have some kind of status. It's like, go fuck yourself.
Oh yeah,
Jack is
Fuck yeah,
fiery
dude.
today.
My
Fiery, dude.
my
He's speaking to somebody too, like
He's
directly.
talking to one guy. He's talking to one fucking guy.
I hope
that's for
everyone
sure.
enjoys these fucking pods
Dude,
the way
powwows
we do.
are the fucking best. Dude, Greek life really is an interesting concept.
Yeah, it's
Now, the
Pretty
networking
washed.
thing, you look far into the future, the networking deal seems like a nice little move for people. When I was in college, it was like, why would you pay for
The
friends?
Greek life didn't fuck with the football team when I was in school,
Oh.
so we never went to none of that stuff, bro.
Our
Or-
Greek life kind of fucked with us, but I was kind of a little frat boy myself. I would
Yeah.
kind of get in
Because
there.
remember, Richie Incognito went and knocked on some Greek
yeah,
some Greek house and beat the shit out of basically
I had a
everybody in there.
situation like that too in college.
Richie was older than me. I don't know how much. How old is Richie?
34, 35. He's probably 2 years older than
So
you.
he was probably the generation like right before I got there. But we had this strength coach named Riggs, Rigoni, and he was a stud. I'm talking, you get in the cold tub and he would just come up after like holding his breath for 5 minutes. The dude was
Whoa.
he was a special teams demon, bro. And he would tell us a story about how, and Bo was a coach at the time too.
Mm.
And Rigoni, I feel like, I guess he got jumped or beat up by a couple fraternity dudes. And then they had this team meeting like, hey, if
This is
anything happens,
pronunciation today.
do what?
Fraternity dudes.
And then they had a team meeting and coach was like, hey, anybody who picks on our own, like, you know, I know how we would handle and stuff like that. And Riggs said that Richie came up to him and goes, hey, get in my truck. And he goes, I didn't have much of a relationship with Richie because the dude was just a savage. And Riggs was just like a special teams player. He's like walk-on special teams player. That's how he got it. And so he gets in the truck with Richie and he's like, I want you to point out the house that they live in. And they're like driving. It's just them two. And Riggs is like, it's that house right there. And apparently Richie gets out and goes and knocks on the door. And right when they answer, he fucking kicks the door in and starts beating the shit out of everybody he's looking at. And comes out unscathed.
imagine
Like everybody
that
was in
guy
there,
showing up at the door, just
bro.
on the screen. Just
The screen's dead.
oh fuck.
But hey, imagine that, bro. You just roll, you're just rolling with somebody like Richie that you're like, oh, he's, you know, seems like he's going to be this is the right guy to be with. You point and you're like, man, I wonder what's going to happen. He just beats the shit out of everybody in the house.
Comes out, and that's how you got kicked out of Nebraska, right?
No, there were other things.
We don't need to go into that.
That one they come back the next day, and I feel like the consensus is the
Dolphin Richie,
coach is
dude.
feeling like who knows if we should have had that kind of meeting for fucking Richie, because you know Richie was sitting there like, oh fucking yeah, not one of our own.
Richie's never hasn't aged a day in his life. We saw him when we were in Arizona for the Super Bowl. Guy looks exactly like he did when I met him 7 years ago. It's just wild.
I know we got to
He's
get
a
him on the
fucking
bus.
tank, bro. Yeah, we should.
We got to get him on because I'd
He
love to
says
ask
this-
him about that, because you know how stories are too, like legends. Legend has it.
Yeah, dude. I probably told a story once on the bus before when Jordan Kovacs. I think he actually coaches for the Bengals now. He was at the University of Michigan. Walk-on guy, was a special teams guy. End up becoming all Big Ten safety and getting drafted to the Dolphins. Like killer story, all American type of cat.
Yeah.
Great dude. That's him right there. He gets drafted or goes to the Dolphins. Comes back for like a bye week or something like that during a game. We're at Rick's American Cafe. Your boy's hammered drunk. And he comes up, he goes, bro, there's this guy on the Dolphins that reminds me so much. You guys have the same exact personality. Like the way you guys get after it, all this stuff. He's like, his name's Richie Incognito. You should like, you guys would definitely be boys. 2 weeks later, all that Jonathan Martin shit came out. And I was like, that guy thinks I'm the same as him?
Oh yeah.
And then fucking Richie and I met before the Bills game my second year because Gabe Iker went to the Bills and we all got dinner the night before the game.
Yeah.
And Richie and I hit it off.
Like, yeah, we could bully these guys.
Yeah. And then we trained together that offseason, dude. And anytime Richie and I took a photo together, the comments in there were like, not these two. Not these two together, dude.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It was fucking... Dude, Richie, I've said this before and I'll say it 1,000 times. A healthy Richie Incognito is one of the greatest human beings in the world.
Soul, bro.
He's a great
we
soul.
saw him at we saw him out in Arizona. Sorry. You know
He didn't take his black label today.
You know how that CTEFG goes at times, bro.
Yeah, dude, we saw him in Arizona and during the Drake thing, which was its own fucking story in its own, and big hugs. It was a little nervous.
Long
You
hug,
haven't
bro.
talked to him in a while, dude, and you kind of things with Richie and I, which is not my story to tell. We could probably have him on the podcast one day and tell the whole story, but we didn't end on the best of terms. Like the last time we saw him was at Exos, and he basically pulled you to the side and was like, "Hey, I don't fuck with Taylor."
Yeah, he goes, I want to keep his energy away from mine. And I was
Right.
like, it's me, him, and Lane Johnson standing there. And I'm like, all right, man. He's like, hey, but we're good though. And I'm like, thank God. He's like, I just want you to know that, blah, blah, blah.
This thing and Taylor's gonna have to fight his own battles out there.
And then when we did see him in Arizona, I'm like thinking like, because Richie's like, oh, come on back here, come on. I'm like, hey, Richie, and I'm just thinking, I think it's gonna go smooth because he is like, Richie's like a good soul.
He's a good
when he's
soul,
chirping
dude.
you, it's a scary spot to be in.
Yeah, but you got chirp back. But yeah, it just goes back to him fucking his stuff he had to deal with, dude. And it seems like when we were in Arizona with him, it seemed like he had all his shit together, and he's like just seemed like the best version of himself. So I hope that train keeps rolling, dude. Because like I said, that version of Richie, there's literally not a better human out there. Not a better human.
Yeah, he's fun,
Dude,
man.
he was the one that like when I first met Taylor, me and Taylor, obviously for those of you who listen a lot, the tier ones out there, we fucking Taylor and I got engaged in 5 weeks, married in 2 months. We got married on 420 because we thought it was funny. But when I told people that I was gonna get married, I told like 3 people. One of my best friend at the time, we're really not even that close anymore, and he like tried to talk me off the ledge, like saying all this shit. And then Richie pulled me over to the side and was like, "Hey, are you sure about this?" And then he laid out like, she could be a gold digger, she could be this, she could be that, all these things. She's like, "Are you okay with the worst case situation?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Then brother, I'm happy for you." And like it was a great conversation that a friend would have with another friend in that situation. And then right from there, as soon as like he knew like I was rock solid on it, he like was like, "It's your decision. You do what you do." And he was amazing, dude.
One of the boys.
One of the boys took me, Taylor, and him took us to the first Conor McGregor Nate Diaz fight to Vegas. He's like, "Hey, we're gonna go this weekend. Do you want to go?"
Fight to
And I
go
literally at the
to,
time
man.
was like, "Bro, I don't really watch UFC like that, but I'll go with you." And he's like, "Go watch Conor McGregor videos and call me back." So I went on like a 2-hour fucking. I was going down an absolute rabbit hole of Conor McGregor stuff, and I called him back. I was like, "I gotta fucking go to this."
law of attraction stuff that he
Dude,
spits.
it was insane, dude. It was awesome. So Richie's fucking thought.
Come on the bus, brother.
Mhm.
Come on the bus.
He said, "Oh, come on."
Yeah, no, he definitely wants to get on.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, Texas was fucking awesome. We did the live show. Back on the live show shit, dude.
Hey, the live show was a vibe,
The live show was
bro.
live, bro. It was now
Great setup. We had the green room. We
Yeah.
had it's like
talk
a
about the green room
spot.
Talk about the green room from Texas to South Carolina.
The green room in South Carolina was a basement.
It was a
like fucking
scary dungeon.
hey,
Gritty.
We
I feel like
got
that's
gritty.
almost doing it justice is saying it was a basement. It
Yeah.
was a cellar.
Yeah,
there you go.
Cellar.
A cellar with a freezer big enough to hide bodies in.
Yeah.
That's where we were sitting, waiting to go up to go on stage. But the spot, Vulcan Gas Company,
Yeah.
they had a good setup, a little 2-story spot right over top of the stage. Like it was fucking cool. And
It
then they
was
had
rad.
the green room. And he's like, he pulls out cigars. He's like, "Hey, smoke. You can smoke in here. You can smoke cigars, whatever you want to do." And I'm like, "Oh, buddy, I'm gonna get my hands on a gar now," which
Yeah.
I did, drunk. But
Yeah, we did start drinking like right when the VIP thing started. So by the time we hit the show, we were cooked.
yeah, absolutely, because it was big. It felt like, hey, this.
It was good.
A
but
little,
it had
little
like
more nervous.
Yeah,
a little more
it
nervous
had like
about
a
this
good like
one.
kind of like we made it type vibe. Like look at this, bro.
Yeah.
And it was almost sold out. And fucking this week in Columbus, Ohio, of all the places
Yeah.
we're going to, dude, is sold out. That's crazy.
Yeah. Hostile
Fucking
environment. Hostile environment. in
I can't
Columbus.
wait to get a little Raz going with the crowd.
But then Vulcan is like a few down from the mothership too. Like you're just on a street where you know, like, oh,
that was on
comedy-
6th Street, right?
Yeah, comedy comes through here. Well, now
Comedy
I
now
know
does.
they're trying to build it.
It seems like Joe Rogan's really just said, "Fuck LA, fuck the comedy clubs in LA," and we're going all comedy in Texas
That
now.
mothership thing is fucking cool.
It's
Did y'all
sick.
know that it's like a no cancel culture thing there? Like you can go there and say whatever you want, essentially. That's like the whole premise of the mothership is like it's a safe place for comedians to go and write jokes and no one's gonna be canceled,
Yeah.
essentially.
That's so funny. It's like you could slip into more of a bit there, but
Yeah, let's maybe.
it's a family show.
Like you can say,
Like, hey, hey, so you want to go? You want to be racist? Like that's the place to go to.
yeah, dude.
He's
Yeah.
like, it's uncancelable. I'm like, I can't wait to continue to listen to what he's trying to
Dude,
say.
if you
here.
hate minorities, go to the mothership, dude.
yeah.
Had a problem with trans people? Mothership's your spot, dude.
Yeah. You got some shit to get off your chest.
Yeah.
You go to the mothership.
No, it was
dude.
cool, dude. And we met up with Uncle Lazar, whatever you want to call him, dude. Guy is an absolute trip.
Yeah, man.
He was a fun fucking
I
time.
was telling the boys I couldn't wait to just do the whole bit. I'm like, oh, Taylor's so excited to meet you. And you're like, all right, hey, stop.
Yeah, because I did show you a couple of his videos, and now you're doing it. I just met him, like, God damn, here we go, brother. And
Hey,
it's one of those
I
deals
go,
you can't
Uncle
get out
Laser.
of.
He's like, I go, my boy, he's so stoked to meet you. Like, he used to have me watch your stories. Like, he just
Body bagging me in the green room,
Like, hey,
dude.
hey, stop.
So you gotta,
Like, bro,
you gotta
cut
quit.
it out. Yeah.
But he was a lot of fun, dude.
He's
He's
a great time.
yeah. He got in there 10 minutes, grabbed himself a Red Bull, and then I heard him whisper to himself, "I'll just have one." And he grabs himself a Bud
Yeah.
Light, dude, and starts cranking that.
Which, by the way, the fan that was trying to get him off the stage, that's fucking bullshit, dude.
Why?
Do you don't you remember that? Do you not remember?
That guy was a scumbag. He was like, we're
He
here
was
to.
solid up until that point. He got too drunk.
He's like, we're here to
He
see
wanted
you
have the
guys.
Green Bay shit on.
Yeah, he's like, we're here to see you guys, not see you get off the stage. I was
You
like,
remember that?
I remember him making a big fuss, but it's kind of hard to hear everybody. I remember, really, it
It
was
was a weird
three
negative
people.
vibe. It was a weird negative
Yeah,
vibe.
there
in that
was
moment.
there was one dude with glasses, kind of looked like a, we'll call it a gatherer. He looked like a gatherer,
Yeah.
and he was fucking loud, bro, like saying whatever.
Well, he couldn't really say nothing. He would just be like,
he would just
Yeah.
go. He would just go like this,
Yeah.
like it was just his hands.
Yeah,
up.
he'll-
He tried to do a shout out, no free shout out. This really wasn't cooking for
and
him,
he just
dude.
goes,
Then there was the
hey, somebody
there
help
was
him.
the Undertaker sitting with the guy from the green with the Packers stuff on.
Yeah.
And he was solid in the beginning. Then he got too drunk.
He
But,
was
bro.
fine.
We weren't kicking nobody out, dude.
I thought he was
The
solid.
big
There's a
dude,
right-
was
He was
fine.
great. No, he was
The
fantastic.
guy with the backwards hat.
His shout out
was fine.
sucked though. He's like shout out, and then he just named some biking company.
His business.
His
Yeah, yeah,
business.
Boy,
We're like,
you know,
all right,
you get the
Yeah.
platform to do it. Shout out your
yeah,
biz.
do your fucking thing, I guess.
know
But I
for
thought to
shout out.
myself, all right.
Yeah.
And then one guy's like, shout out the boys.
Yeah, that was
when
the
we
Green,
went upstairs,
that was
like,
the Green Bay guy.
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
dude. What do
The
we
Green
say
Bay
to that?
guy was
Yeah,
he
we
was
are fucking
good
awesome.
until that you know they got a few of them got a little too drunk, and by a little too drunk, way too drunk,
Way too drunk.
couldn't speak.
Yeah,
They were fired up.
bro. But even after, dude, it was fun, dude. People stayed a little bit after. We had some drinks with them. Cruised over to Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. That was a good
That was a
time.
good vibe, bro.
Dancing, vibes, live music was
Hey,
playing.
hey,
Oh, it was fun, dude. It was a great time. Ping pong battles were going on.
Yeah.
They had like Wii and shit set up. It was, dude, and I was just bouncing all
I
over
felt
that.
like every time I
fucking
kept
place.
going to the bathroom too, I'm just leaning more and more on the wall,
Yeah, bro. Will said he blacked out, but legit, I thought you were fine the whole night.
brother.
Every time I talked to you, I was like, man, he's really fucking keeping his composure. The next day, seeing Will though, tough to see one of your boys like that.
Now,
Just
Will,
down.
Will was at the point where anytime you saw him, even if it was like 30 seconds later, he'd just dap you up and give you a massive hug.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I was out there running around, man. It was fun.
Dude, it was a good
I
time.
think I tried to talk to every single person in that bar.
Yeah. It was fun, man.
It was a good
great
time.
time. Austin was fucking awesome. And what even made me more nervous too about the show is having that crew come through, the hunting crew, Dick.
Well, then they're
Dick,
like,
T-Man.
Tony Hitchcliff. Is that his name?
Uh,
Tony Kill Tony.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
didn't actually
I
show
know, but
up.
they said he was coming, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck, dude." Then Laser shows up. He's a comedian. It's like, oh,
There's people
we-
coming to look.
there's like real performers watching us do whatever the fuck we're doing up here. We
Yeah.
don't even know what to call our show.
Yeah, because there's like, who's that? Who's Kill Tony? It's like, bro, Kill Tony. I'm like,
No. They said Tony Hitchcliff is coming. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, and you're like, who's
oh,
that?
I didn't know who Tony Hitchcliff was.
Yeah,
I know who
that's-
Kill Tony is.
Yeah, that's the
But
same
I'm
guy.
like trying to say like, these live podcasts, like this could be our shot.
This is it.
Yeah, like we're coming to get scouted right now.
Dude, it was a great time, man. It really was. And now we get to go to Columbus, Ohio, of all the places in the world, a sold out show. It's just
Columbus.
crazy.
How do you think they're gonna take you in?
Dude, so I've already been up there once, so my expectations aren't. I don't think they're going to be as hostile as I probably would have if I didn't go up there and do college game day. Because I went up and did college game day, and I literally thought to myself, I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night with a bunch of people with bars of soap and a sleeping bag and just beating the shit out of me with it. That didn't happen. Everyone was actually super nice. A couple guys,
Just some full
Razz
metal
me.
jacket on you.
yeah. A couple guys razzed me a little bit, but other than that, it was a good time. Obviously, when I got on stage and was on the show, they were booing me in the back, but like, dude, boos are the same things as cheers. I love that. I had a fucking blast with that. So I had a good time in Columbus. And then to see this sell out, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
That's a weird deal. They got to be coming to see Will.
I hope that we go out and we just get booed because they want to be fucking hostile to the Michigan
that'd be
boys.
sick if
That'd
they
be
booed
so
us.
fun.
That'd be awesome if they booed us. Then we got to try to win them over.
Yeah. And when we do, like, just laugh. You know what I mean? Force
Yeah,
the
just
laughter a little
please
bit.
God
Just laugh.
Because we're
No,
not
it'll be fun, though.
comedians. We're funny-ish, but we're not comedians.
We're working. We're
boys.
students.
We're a chemistry. We're
yeah.
a game of chemistry. You're walking up there.
Yeah.
You're hanging out with us. You're hanging out with the boys. That's what the show is.
We're students of the game.
Now we do got to talk about Louisiana though. Sold out shows, incredible. Contrast, we've sold 29 total tickets to LSU.
LSU's not. I don't know if it's like Fred Barr's a thing where everybody just goes and they'll just buy tickets like once they get there. But yeah, as far as like pre-selling tickets, like we've done well everywhere except for LSU. And I'm talking, yeah, you're right. Like a complete 180. Like we're over 100 tickets at every spot. Some two, which are whatever the capacity is.
Right.
But LSU, we're literally sitting at, as we speak right now, this is a Monday. You guys are listening on Tuesday, but we've only sold 29 tickets. So who knows? We might just turn that thing into a nice little intimate Q&A.
It would be nice to turn it into something that's not necessarily a live show and just kind of turn it into a big party. Like everyone, we'll do the crawfish boil. We'll do what we got to do because obviously, like people sponsor the show. And we want to make sure that we give out for those people. But like 29 people, it's kind of like, hey, maybe we do 15 minutes of this, then we do a Q&A, we do some shout out, no free shout outs, and then we roll. Like we'll come up with that game plan if the situation stays the same as it is right now on this Monday. But fuck boys. Ohio State sold out's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm anxious to see their facilities too, how it stacks up to Michigan.
I think,
I went to 2 Ohio State like youth football camps when I was a kid. And like I don't really remember all that much, but I know they have like a hallway that is just all of their trophies, like Archie Griffin's, both of his Heisman trophies are in there. And at like the end of the hallway, they have like, you know how in like in church there's like that pane of glass that, like with the artwork and stuff on it. They have the block O on it with like just the like a helmet sitting on it, and it's like it looks really cool.
Sounds lame.
And their indoor like practice facilities like dope as well. And like I'm excited because I'm an Ohio State fan.
Yeah,
But
I know what you are.
Are you gonna try and wear blue?
I'm gonna wear blue the whole time. Yeah, I'm gonna wear an amazing blue hat and amazing our bus one with the boys, the one that got C and D. I'm wearing that, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna have a backup just in case. You know, I'm not walking around tarps off in that thing.
Yeah,
But it is what it is, dude. Other than that, dude, NFL. Not a whole lot going on right now. It is kind of the calm before the draft storm. But one thing that's big right now is Lamar Jackson coming out publicly saying that he wanted to trade as of March 2nd. I thought he had a nice little tweet. I thought his 3 little tweets, his little chain, was really well worded. Thought he did a great job.
And
Obviously, he's a
you
better
can tell
speller
it's
than
him
me.
too.
Yeah.
It's not something that's just completely contrasted away from his voice to where you know somebody wrote this thing for him.
Yeah. But fuck, if I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, I'm pissed. Now I want to see like what his market value is. I wish someone would come out and say that dude's so funny, stabby
Yeah,
baby.
go up to his thread. Yeah, right there. Yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting to see where he lands. I feel like his resume's out there. Like he's gonna won
an
paid.
MVP.
It's just where he's going to get paid.
And how
from.
he gets paid is another question too, because I mean, we're on the street as he wants a fully guaranteed contract.
Which is how he should be posturing right now.
You need those guys like Lamar Jackson to do that, dude.
Yeah.
What an opportunity for Lamar to really give out his what's the word I'm looking for? His narrative, his words on the bus.
We would love to have him on the bus. I do
love to have him
see
on the
like
bus.
he's got something going. He's got his YouTube channel rolling.
I don't know if
They
it's
connected
like a fan page or
a
something.
fan website, Fans Trust 8. But we'd love to have him on the bus.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pick my shot correctly. Slide in.
Maybe we'll just clip this, dude. Maybe we'll just clip this and be like, Lamar, we would love to have you on the podcast. We'll fly you down, brother. We will literally pay for that Southwest flight now. A1 through 15, maybe.
We'll get you the early bird. Why not?
Yeah.
1 through 15?
You really willing to go that far?
I think we should go that far. We'll
All right.
guarantee
Hey.
it all too. Hey,
That's a fucking big
we will
deal, Lamar.
guarantee this package. We'll put you up in a nice hotel.
Nice-ish hotel. I mean, it's not going to be the best. We're doing the best one.
I think we got to guarantee him.
The best hotel.
Yeah.
all right, we'll do the best hotel, and you come in, fly in, do the pod, we'll fly you back out, no problem.
We'll take you out to dinner too.
In and out, dude. Bring your agents, bring your people, so that they can sit in and be like, hey, oh, you know, they can fucking
Whatever we got to do to make it happen, we're willing
just
to
want
make
to
it
make
work.
it happen, dude. We just want to make it happen.
Yeah.
Flip that.
Either way, I am
Flip
curious
that.
to know what happened between Baltimore and him for them to not meet anything, because it looks like he's been requesting this trade since the beginning of this month, which is wild that they've done such a good job of keeping that thing on hush hush.
Yeah, I wonder when did they put the franchise tag on him? Can you look that up? Because if you want to trade for a franchise tag guy, I believe it's 2 first-round picks.
I think it is
That was the specific franchise tag they put on him. Like
non-exclusive franchise tag.
something like that. Like if
Something
they
like
could have
that.
put a different one on him that it was just like 1 first round or something like that.
Ooh, what is that?
I mean, this says March 7th
March
when this
7th.
article was written, but I wonder if he requested that trade and then they franchise tagged him to
Yeah,
try
but-
and.
So that way they can see
5
whatever
days
the
to
market
get a deal
is.
done is tough.
Yeah, it seems like they couldn't come to an agreement on his fully guaranteed contract.
Mhm.
He's requesting a trade, like, hey, if you don't want to work with me, like, trade me then.
Right.
They put on their business hat and they hit him with the tag. That's gonna say, hey, open up to the market, go test it, go see what you got out there, and then they have the opportunity to match it. And then obviously the narrative has been taken every which direction over these last few weeks to where now Lamar is coming out and trying to start telling his story on it all. That he requested a trade back in early March, and you know,
Do you think we don't know his market value because the owners are kind of getting
that's a
together?
conspiracy out there that, you know, people are in bed and they're not trying to offer a deal, because why wouldn't you want a reigning MVP, somebody who is in their prime, somebody that's got nothing but their best ball ahead of them?
Yeah.
Why would there be no market at all? Like zero, you know what I mean? Because it's not like they can offer. Lamar doesn't have to accept it. He's just got to sign a dotted line, and then the Ravens have a chance to match it. But you'd almost like, it's very interesting, and like, why hasn't there been any kind of market on Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, that is an odd deal. There might be some colluding in the background. Who
I know.
knows?
I think that's what the PA and other people are trying to
Yeah.
fight for. That there is some of that going on.
And and if the PA is actually fighting for something, it's got to be true because they don't fight for shit.
They pick their shots. They definitely pick their shots.
because they are terrible.
Wasn't for year 10. Not for year 10.
Yeah, they didn't take a shot on year 10, did they?
Yeah,
dude, fuck the PA.
hey, easy, brother.
No, I'm back on it. I'm back with it, dude.
Yeah, I see you're
PA.
getting sparked right
They
now.
just
Like, take
suck,
it
dude.
easy,
They're
brother.
so fucking bad. Yeah, NFLPA is so awful at their jobs.
We should have JC Treader on the bus.
Yeah, we can have JC. I think JC's a phenomenal guy. But at the end of the day, there's dudes above. He might be the president of the PA, but there's the other guys, the old guys that couldn't find a real job when they were done playing football and had to go fucking stick and ball and do all that shit.
Yeah, there definitely needs to be transitions that happen in the PA.
They're a bunch of cucks.
But to say the entire PA and just say fuck the
As
PA,
a
I think
whole,
it's tough. I
as
think
a
it's
whole,
tough.
sucks, dude. As a whole, they suck.
We're talking about our union, brother.
Yeah, your union. I don't fucking.
I know
subscribe to that.
I know you've never been to one of the meetings, so you can't necessarily.
What, I go to a meeting for what? So I can be away from my family for 4 days? Because that's the only reason why
You can
guys
bring
go
them.
to the meetings.
You get no, it's not.
They
You
only,
get to bring
they only
them.
go there to be away from their families and fucking have a vacation because nothing gets done when they're there.
No, you get a +1. Hey, that's you're just assuming right now. You're taking wild shots that you have zero credibility behind because you've never been there.
I've never been there, but I fucking heard about it. Go to Hawaii. Go to fucking this place. That's great. That's phenomenal.
Anytime
They
Taylor's
put
gotten
you-
on,
that's
then
what
I'm
they
like,
do. That's what they do. They fucking put you in a nice hotel in a very tropical setting, and you think to yourself, wow, they're really doing it. Spend that money. Put them bitches up in a Motel 8, dude, in fucking Baltimore, Maryland, and just fucking go over there for a week. Maybe you get some shit done then. NFLPA. Bunch of, dude, I fucking hate them. They're so awful. And I know your boys all the time are like, hey, we got to get to Taylor. They're not getting to me.
well, everyone knows. Like, yeah, you had a tough loss. You had a tough
Flip
loss.
that too, dude. Fuck the PA, dude.
You had a tough loss
Flip it,
once
dude.
upon a time.
That's like a big L. And they didn't even stand up for your boy. Let me change the fucking vibes here a little bit because I can feel myself spiraling. I've already spiraled. Let's call a spade a
Yeah, it's
spade.
already-
dude. The
you're
toilet's been
down
flushed,
there.
dude. I'm down
Yeah.
in the sewer system right now. So I'm going to switch it back up real quick by talking about an excellent brand. And that brand is Duke Cannon, dude. The boys at Duke Cannon are back on the bus and here to keep everyone looking good and smelling great. Everyone knows that the off season is the best time to put in the work. And Duke Cannon makes hardworking grooming goods for hardworking dudes. From their thick body wash to their big ass brick of soap and antiperspirant and deodorant, Duke Cannon has your back and your pits, dude. Get the big ass brick of soap. Get the sleeve also, dude. You need a spring for that sleeve.
travel
Put that
bag,
in there.
little
Throw a little
travel
travel bag. You start squeegeing down yourself. You're exfoliating and you're sudsing, dude. It's a 2-for-1. It's a twofer, dude. It's incredible. Use code BUSSIN10 at checkout on DukeCannon.com for 10% off, courtesy of the boys, or pick up your favorite products at your local Target retailer. I thought I'd feel better after that. I really thought I'd feel better. I'm still mad.
Yeah, you know,
$4 million NFLPA.
You're doing your thing. Lamar Jackson, though, hopefully they're fighting the good fight for the boy Lamar.
Hopefully they
You know
are.
what I mean?
Let's hope.
Should we do maybe this will pick your spirits up? Shout out, no free shout out.
Yeah, that'll make me feel better.
That'll make you feel better.
Yeah, that'll make me feel better.
Blas, you want to kick us off for our favorite segment, our shout out, no free shout out
Of the week.
of the week? I'm excited to talk about mine because it happened the other day.
My shout out, no free shout out, is a little bit more personal. I know we don't shout out personal brands, but I wanted to shout out my brother and his barbecue restaurant. It's the first Nashville hot chicken restaurant in Oxnard, California. These past 2 weeks, they ran a March Madness style tournament of 62 restaurants in our hometown, and he won. So shout out.
Oh shit!
Yo,
Smoking Jays.
let's go.
That's awesome. That is fucking all time.
Good
That
shout out, Blas.
that's a good shout out. Good luck, Jack.
Yeah, mine's not gonna top that because mine goes out to Q-tips. And specifically when you get out of that shower though, and everyone knows the feeling, it is like the closest thing you can get to an orgasm. You're in that canal and and you gotta take it out.
You gotta take it out.
The best way I can describe it is like when you hit a dog or you scratch a dog and you get that itch
Hit a
for
dog.
them. My bad. And you know what I'm saying? They start like kicking the leg, and it's like that's how I feel when I get that Q-tip right in there. I'm like, my leg starts kind of, I'm like, oh, you know. Sometimes you grab an extra one. You're like, I know it's already clean, but man, I'm just gonna. So yes, shout out to the Q-tip, especially post shower. There's something about when it's like there's a little water in the ear.
Yeah, because
Done.
sometimes when you Q-tip too much, it's a dry Q-tip and you don't get that
You
same.
need a little
sensation.
moisture in
You
there.
need a
to-
little moisture, and hopefully it's been a couple of days. You got some earwax in there, some goods you pull out, and you go, "Holy shit!"
Bro, I
That's
don't.
what we got going on.
I use Q-tips probably quarterly.
That's phenomenal. I'm sure every quarter you're having an absolute real orgasm.
4 times a year.
Probably.
You're not supposed to
Dude,
use
you're not
Q-tips.
supposed to use Q-tips.
Oh, I
in
don't
your
do it
ear.
every day. Trust me.
I try
But
not
I
to.
feel like there's got to be somewhere in the middle between 4 times a year to maybe like at least 8 times a year, maybe 15. Who knows?
Once a month.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like a.
I'm like a once a week guy.
Yeah, like I'm sure that might be the more common ground.
I think
you know
it's
what I mean?
more just because the feeling of like scratching the inside of your ear canal. It's
It's
like I
you,
said.
you see all the beef and drama going on with the Mean Girls pod, talking about do they wash their hands after they go to the bathroom and stuff like that. Like, I don't know if that right there, like you talking about, I go once a week, like if that's more of the common thing, because I feel like people do like to Q-tip their ears. I just feel like I only get around to doing it maybe 4 times a year. Like sometimes you might just be walking around, you might just get a little piece of lint fall out of your ear. You know what I mean? To where it's like a buildup was going on in there.
It says preferably only 1 or 2 times a week. But
I'm
who
a little
knows?
behind.
They
It's all
say
good
definitely
though.
don't do
I'm
it.
just
Every
being
day.
Because the
honest.
Q-tip pushes it in the ear. It pushes it in, dude. Roger Saffold, before a game 2 years ago, he like lost hearing in his
Ooh,
ear.
Fuck, dude.
And
I
they-
get so
Yeah,
scared
you
of
don't
that.
wanna
They
go
went in there with
too deep.
tweezers and they pulled out a fucking unit
It's happened to me
of
before.
wax. Has it really?
Yeah.
It's actually a more common thing than people think. That's fucking wild.
I was in college and like I wasn't even using Q-tips. I guess been a minute for my ears, and then like you know how like you rub your ear sometimes and it'll like help it out a little bit. I did that and it made it worse. And then I got a Q-tip and it made it worse. Then I had to go to the medical center and they just got like that fluid. And they just started like squirting it in your ear, and like I had a cup right here and just wax was just falling
Oh
out.
my
It
god.
felt amazing afterwards.
Dude, I bet.
Fuck, man. All that head in there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I
a
mean?
You
lot
get
of
lost-
head.
you get lost in
storage
there.
unit.
You can get lost in
Storage
there.
unit in there.
Dude, you know what probably would rival that feeling of getting that out? Doing colonics. You know what it's like when you take a nice shit, dude, and it literally is nice. Like it feels good. You're like, damn. And it's fucking a solid shit. I've never done colonics. I
Me neither.
want to try
to
it.
bad.
I don't even know what it is.
I want to
Colonics,
bad.
they put like this tube in your ass.
Like a
And
tube
they
like
suck
that,
out
bro.
all the shit in your colon.
Tube
It's like a
that.
massive detox cleanse, allegedly.
Yeah.
Sounds super gay the way I just said
They
it.
go about 8 inches deep.
Didn't y'all
Bring
do
that thing out.
Didn't y'all do like a
The tube's
coffee?
like this thick too.
What is it called? Like a coffee enema?
Coffee, and I heard that's not the best thing to do.
I thought one
All
of
the
y'all had
time.
done that years ago, like back when we first started. I don't
No, I
know.
don't think I've heard of that, but I've never done.
I've never done an
I
enema.
need to get my asshole cleaned out though, just because sometimes my pee's a little lighter, and I know that's a sign of like you need to get that colon
Talking about
checked
the
out.
stream, right?
My stream isn't as strong as all the time.
You do need to get that checked out.
That's what I'm saying.
I told Taylor that. She's like, he needs to go to the doctor immediately. It's been 5 months. You've done that?
Yeah.
Grab the
How is
mic.
it?
Yeah, no, I did it when I came back from Afghanistan just because we ate a lot of stuff there.
Oh, what'd you do?
No, it was in the military.
He was in the military.
Military.
Will.
Yeah, but you're
serving
eating.
each other if you need to get that asshole cleaned out. What we talking about out there in Afghanistan?
Serving your country in more ways than one is what you're saying.
Yeah.
You try.
In my head, I legit thought, hey, did Will forget that boss is in the military?
No.
Fucking.
No, it just- all
That's
things
exactly
is
where
like,
my head
we
was
had to-
at.
I had to get my butthole cleaned
Oh.
out because we just got back from Afghanistan. Like,
Yeah.
hang on now.
Hey, before you finish your story, did you get mad at Will when he couldn't figure out what the stripes were on the flag?
Oh, I was like laughing inside.
Like,
But
that's what you're
it was-
fighting for.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't take it personal. It wasn't a personal shot.
I did.
I wasn't.
More people were upset at you that you saluted with the wrong hand.
You just saluted.
You just went left hand. Oh, you can't do left hand?
No, people were kind of dragging one of y'all in the
comments.
mothership.
Oh, the
video.
mothership. That was my left hand because I'm left-handed, bro. It's not natural for me to do that. You know, you shouldn't salute anyway, right? Unless you're in the military.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
you're not. I mean,
You're not
I
supposed
don't know
to.
if you're not supposed to. I guess.
There was a
but-
game. There was,
Hey, we were about
there was
to
a football player that scored a touchdown and saluted. I think it was at UT actually. He like ran a touchdown. And he like put his hand up, and there's a military guy like nah, like screaming at him.
I mean, you're just
That's
taking
OD.
it.
Are
Are you
You're
sure he wasn't
taking it.
happy that they scored?
No, he was
Terrell Davis used
mad.
to salute the mile high salute.
Remember that time you wanted to take a knee before the game? And I was like, bro, I'm not. Listen,
Bro, I can't
I
believe you
gotta
didn't do
draw-
that, dude.
I gotta draw a line in the
Police
sand
brutality is
somewhere.
way too much. I can't believe you didn't want to take that knee with me. That's crazy. Tell everybody you're kidding.
I'm joking. That's a joke. That's a joke.
I'll go with you for a little bit, boss, but I'm gonna need you to bring that back in.
Come on, we got new listeners.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Listen, Texas listeners,
Yeah.
like you gotta
Oh, yeah,
fucking
that's right,
dial
that's
that
right.
shit in, dude.
I do. Hey, we were driving around Austin, Texas, and I was just sitting there, like internally thinking, like, man, I wish I was born here.
Bro, it would be sick to be
Yeah.
born in Texas.
Yeah,
You know what's a good backup though? Arizona.
Mitch, what's your shout out? No free shout out.
All right, my shout out, no free shout out, is something that doesn't happen all the time, but it happened to me this past weekend and like happened to me a while ago as well. So those videos that you watch, and no matter what it is, or those moments that you like think about or relive, and it gives you those like the goosebumps, that chills. You're like, oh, like that was really cool. Like I watched this Wisconsin like workout video, and like Luke Fickle at the end is like, we're fucking coming for it. And I was like, oh, like that fired me up. And then
We said players win games, teams win championships.
yeah, and we're here to win a fucking championship. That I'm like,
It was
yo.
juicy, bro.
But then another one that like really sticks out to me was when like the Buffalo Bills, their first game after DeMar Hamlin, and Naheem Hines runs back the opening kickoff for a touchdown. Like just the goosebumps that you get from that, and like that, like wow, that was really cool. It's like it's those moments that
Yeah.
I'm shouting out.
Moments that make you tear up a little bit.
Maybe not tear up.
Oh.
But like yes, but not just strictly like the tear.
About like goosebumps and shit, getting hype, right?
Yeah,
Oh, bro.
yeah.
All right.
Like the moments that make you cry a little, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that shit's
like
cool.
that could be it as well. It's like it kind of like encompasses a lot, but it's just those like those hype up videos like do it for me all the time.
Hell yeah, dude. Glad we're on the same page now. Will, what do you got?
Dude, me and Beast, we got done working out last Friday. And my shout out, no free shout out, goes to dapping up your boy as you're exiting the building, but then also walking the same direction to get to your car.
That's a shout out?
That's a shout out.
Oh, woof, dude.
Here's why, because you're with your boy. Like you dap up and go, and then you start walking, and we're like, oh, our cars are the same way. And then you start carrying on the conversation. You kind of break the ice of like it being awkward. And then you get to the end, like, yo, we got to dap up again. And then you dap up and give a bro a hug at the end just to salute and say, hey, see you later, brother. But that's my shout out, no free shout out. Like dapping up your boy when you're exiting the building and then walk in the same direction just to dap up again before you leave.
That's a unique one
Yeah.
because it doesn't always go well. Like, if you're in a meeting with somebody, it's not your boy. Like the boy part, I totally understand why you brought
Yeah.
that home there. But if you're like in a meeting with somebody and you leave like the area, the Starbucks or whatever, and you're like, all right, good seeing you.
Yeah, that's awkward. But think of it's like me and you. We just say we get done working out and we realize our car's in the same direction. We're like, oh, we get to keep hanging out.
Yeah, that is
We're
nice.
fired up.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know what I mean? That's the feeling. You know what I mean?
Yes, brother.
The
Hell
double
yes.
dap with your boy.
Dude, my shout out, no free shout out goes to the first time you get your car detailed after you bought it. And this one came from Dave Lewan, actually. He texted me this the other day. You buy a new vehicle, the first thing that goes through your mind when you sit in that car is, man, this shit smells so fucking good. Now, after a couple weeks, a couple months even, you're thinking, it never really crosses your mind, but there's not that euphoric feeling when you get back in your vehicle. Now, you get your car detailed. You even go to a car wash. You drive that thing through. Maybe you buy like even the black ice little tree. You put that in your car. The next time you get in that vehicle, that thing feels brand spanking new. So my shout out, no free shout out goes to the first detail after a vehicle purchase. Thank you, Dave.
Shout out Dad, dude.
Dave watches, man.
He's a tier 1? Do you think he's a tier 1?
I think if you were to do like a fan off, Bill's beating Dave. However, Dave fucks with this pod.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Does he got a fit? I know you one of my you
I
texted me.
him. I literally texted him. I sent him the photo of your father, and I said, "Do you have anything remotely as cool as this outfit?" And I don't think. Let me double check my phone.
Yo, and if you're listening right now, Bloss, put that thing up. The old man was a stud. He's got me rethinking a lot of shit. Like, damn,
And you know
was
what's funny
way
too is
fucking
it's
cooler
the
than me.
vibe. I talked about changing my style.
Yeah.
The boots, the whole thing. Listen, we might all have to make a big change. The boys are going country.
No matter what, I think we should wear the fit. Maybe uni it up. Get everybody some snakeskin
I'm
boots.
buying them boys,
The
dude.
Gold's Gym. I got the Gold's Gym crew on the way, but all of us rock the red Gold's Gym crew with the white collar under it. Get some retro looking jeans, boot cut, obviously.
It's such an iconic.
Bro, that's why
So
last
sick.
week I was like, I don't know if I'm whooping my dad's ass, man. And then I sent that in the chat because my daddy listened to the pod, and he goes, "Hey, just so you know, like this was your old man back in the day." And since it in, I drop in the group chat, and Jack's like, "What did you say?" You said like, "Yeah, there's no way."
I think. Hold on.
Your
I got
dad's
it right
definitely beating your ass.
here. Yeah, I said he is whooping your ass.
Yeah. But
you want to put that in there real quick? I don't want to say it out loud. Yeah, Dave. I texted Dave, and I said, "Do you have anything remotely that cool?" And then he changed the subject, talking about how the story I told about getting spanked and my brother chasing me. He goes, "I literally told that to my friends. Like our objective when you guys were younger was to scare you." And I just put, "Dave, you wanted to scare us as kids? Like that's fucked up. The fucked up move.
Dave.
That's just crazy." Parents,
Man.
unique individuals.
Is this yeah, farmer's dog. Like, let's get into how we feed our canines, dude. If you're a dog dad out there or a dog mom, you want them eating, better than them, better than your friends do. To do that, you get them farmer's dog. Dogs eat anything: shoes, toilet paper, garbage, and even kibble. But just because they'll eat it doesn't mean it's healthy food. Here's an idea: dogs eating real food. This is what you get with farmer's dog. Because listen, Waffle, my little English bulldog that went from 66 pounds down to 44 pounds, lost all the skin rashes, lost all the bullshit that comes with it, has a nice little fur coat now. Feed your dog the farmer's dog. It's real, fresh, healthy food with whole meat and veggies, gently cooked in the human-grade kitchens to preserve their nutritional value. Meals arrive in pre-portioned, ready-to-serve packs, conveniently delivered on your schedule. Dog people all across the country have ordered millions of meals from the farmer's dog. It's never been easier to invest in your dog's health with fresh food. I was literally telling my wife last week, "Hey, sweetheart, I have a code now for 50% off that we should be using," because we do literally for 2 years now, full price for the farmer's dog. 50% off. We got you. First box of fresh, healthy food at thefarmersdog.com/bussin. Plus you get free shipping. Just go to thefarmersdog.com/bussin to get 50% off. That's thefarmersdog.com/bussin. I cannot attest to this brand any more than I've tried doing. I even got lost in the ad because I was trying to figure out I was going off the top for a minute. But yeah, the farmer's dog, dude, I'm telling you, they fucking rip. Are you on the farmer's dog yet?
No, but as you were saying that ad, I was thinking to myself, I need to get Jake a little fatter. I'm gonna
Yeah, because you can pick like literally on the side. It's like, are you trying to lose weight, maintain, or even gain some weight?
I worry about Jake though, because his stomach, dude. Everything he eats, that's not like he has like his own kibble or his own diet, because that boy eats anything off the reservation and he's fucked.
Yeah, but this is real food.
That's what worries me.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, that worries you?
Yeah, because sometimes he gets his hands on or his mouth on our food, and then the next morning I'm up there on my hands and knees cleaning up shit.
But maybe there's some like specific ingredients that kind of activate, like waffle. Sometimes, like when Ruth throws something down, there's like garlic in it, and waffle will lick it. And even though we try to keep her away, she'll just start salivating for like the next 4 hours, just because she touches that garlic, like a little, just touches like a little ingredient that might not cooperate. But yeah, bro,
Dude,
dogs is shit.
Oh fuck! What was I gonna say, bro? Yeah, your eyes are so funny the way you try to look in both my eyes.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah, you do that all the time.
That's that caffeine, boy. I got
You
hundreds.
fucking
I
in
got
there.
hundreds of milligrams in this body right
Hundreds. I think I took down 750 milligrams of caffeine yesterday. I know I took down 750 milligrams of caffeine
now.
yesterday.
Like, okay,
I was legit
let
counting it
let
out.
me
And I
be
was like,
honest.
holy
I
shit.
know.
Bro, I was so tired after Texas. I legit didn't get my wind back in under my sails until yesterday.
Oh, bro, yeah. I mean, when number one, alcohol, the effects it has on you, just period, is insane.
Yeah.
But being an older gentleman like myself, like your boy was hurting for a few days. Like, I mean, obviously, when I woke up on Thursday, I was still a little drunk.
You know, the only time I've really drinking and not felt like too much of the effects is when we drink our Bustin' with the Boys Whistle Pig whiskey. For whatever reason, it just seems cleaner. I don't know what the deal is. Put that on some rocks, brother, and the next day I kind of feel fine.
That's because we picked that whiskey, brother.
Yeah.
Yes.
You did. I wish I was there.
I
in
know,
Vermont,
man.
but I think you did a great job. I've never seen a whiskey change with the seasons.
I also got to tip my hat to Blas, too. Like, Blas was right there next to me, and we were talking shop.
Yeah.
Because I want to say the final two we agreed on, and then we were both giving our spins of the others. Like, Blas, he's got a nice little palate back there in his mouth.
Good shit. Congrats on your mouth, Bloss. That's fucking awesome, dude. I don't got a palate like that, dude. I don't food tasty. Sometimes it all just tastes the same. I'm a big garlic guy though. Now, going back to Duke Cannon, I feel like my nose is pretty good though, because I was smelling some stuff. I'm not gonna get into it until it comes out. Got something special for you guys with Duke Cannon, and we were doing some samples of something. I'm not gonna say what, but when I was putting that stuff up to my nose and smelling, I was picking out a lot of the main key ingredients in those scents.
Yes. Yeah, you
I
bet.
impressed myself.
Was it 3 for 3?
4 for 4.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
batting 100%.
Thanks, brother.
Because that specimen of a man with that beard and that mane he had going on, he was
Yeah.
literally repeating like the exact ingredients that you
Which
were.
was really nice to hear.
Yeah,
'Cause I was kind of just shooting from the hip. Like, this is what my nose is giving me. I hope I'm right.
yeah.
Because maybe I say, hey, citrus. And he's like, actually, that's pure tobacco.
Yeah,
And you're like, oh,
that,
fuck.
bro. That's we had one.
I'm messing,
We
I'm
had
messing
one
up.
just filled with gasoline.
Yeah.
that ain't no
I
citrus.
probably would have picked that one. I fucking love the smell
I
of
know
gasoline.
that's a subtle. That's a nice little smell.
Do you want to wrap it up?
We can wrap it up.
Is it time? Or is Silver Tribe coming? Are they on their way?
Yeah,
land at
I'm
1.
sure. Yeah, I'm sure Jordan's on his way over. Which that'll be fun to dive into. I think as we're filming this episode right now, there's been a lot of shit that's been going down in Nashville. Sadly, there's been a school shooting that's not very far
There was
from
a
your
shooting
house.
in Green Hills, which is relatively around the area that both Will and I live, and a lot of people live. It literally is a school that my wife and I looked at for my 5-year-old daughter to go to school. And what I'm hearing now is a woman walked. What's that?
Teen girl.
A
teen girl.
2 ARs.
2 ARs and a handgun came into.
Serious, man.
It's an elementary school, right?
Yeah, Covenant,
Yeah, pre-K through 6.
Covenant Christian.
Dude, that's so fucking disgusting that people are walking into schools and doing that to children, little kids on the news are being released to their families. And now there was 3 children shot,
Kids, 3
Two-
teachers.
so 6 people.
7 apparently, but I don't know who the 7.
There are 3 kids.
Oh yeah, the shooter.
There are 3 kids going home. Or sorry, there are 3 kids not going home today. And their parents, their families are going to have to mourn their children because some fucking idiot wants to get their name in the news or has some sort of mental disability or whatever the excuse is. There is no fucking excuse for this. And I'm not here to say that there's like a big thing we can do. Like, I'm not going to get up here and start talking about gun. That's above me. But whatever it is, whoever's up top in the United States, president, if we're looking up a little further, whatever it is, fucking figure it out. Because we can't have this, dude. It's so many shootings now. It seems like they're not even really getting talked about enough. Like there's not enough stuff about it. So I don't know what needs to get fixed, but something fucking does. Because you got a kid, I got a kid. And brother,
it is, like, obviously Rue's about to be one shot at the little girl. But it does, like, you sit there and think, like, what if that was yours? It makes you like, you're like, man, you just kind of want to fucking homeschool just because you just have no clue the uncertainty. I think it obviously hits a lot closer to home because truly damn near in the backyard.
Yeah. And I just, you know.
I know. Definitely thoughts, prayers, condolences, everybody involved. The parents that are just, you know, my wife, she was just texting me saying she's going to go pick up Rue right now from daycare, but everybody who's shook from this, the families who lost their kids, just, yeah, that's, God, that's fucking so sad, man. That's so sad.
I just don't understand. It's just wild, dude. It seems like there's so much stuff. I mean, I got a kid that's in school. I dropped her off.
Yeah.
Like, what if I dropped my kid off at school today and I had to get that phone call? What if I was sitting with you guys and I had to pick up the phone? That's just tough. Now there are 3 families that have to deal with that.
And every parent and family right now is just thinking, like, if we can't, you know, this is a private school too.
Right. Dude, I was literally in Green Hills when it happened. Like I was at Empower doing my rehab. And it's just like, you hear police cars and stuff, but it's like, you know, you hear police cars all the time. You were driving down.
Yeah, there was, obviously everybody was stopped and there was probably, man, 40 cop cars. And what crossed my mind is like, man, hopefully there's not like some shooting going on. And then you get to the bus and we didn't really have a lot of information at the time. And the phone's kind of been going crazy as we've been shooting this podcast. But,
and it's so fucked up that we have to now sit here and legit have a conversation about homeschooling our kids. Like, do you want to put your kids in those situations? You think like a place like Green Hills, for those of you that are not in Nashville that don't know anything about Green Hills, it's a nice area. It's not like
it's like a nice neighborhood.
It's like
it's a nice neighborhood.
It's like the Scottsdale of Nashville. It's like the fucking Paradise Valley. Like it's a very nice area.
Nice community.
And we got people fucking some stupid bitch.
Somebody going to a private school. Yeah, I mean,
it's just fucking.
Again, there hasn't been a whole lot of time to read and look at it, but anybody literally walking in a private school and just letting shots loose, like.
And then you don't want like dude, there's just got to be something figured out. And this is not the podcast for that. Will and I don't have the education. You guys in the back don't have the education for, like, we are not here to fix the problem because we don't know. We just know that all we know is the five of us know that something's got to get figured out.
Well, we just know within 5 minutes time, we don't have some like,
yeah.
It's a big conversation. But that shit is so fucking sad, man. You almost don't like.
Like, was she, Bloss, being a police officer, this chick taken down by the police?
Yeah, from what it sounds like, she engaged MMPD when they arrived on the scene. Again, we don't really know. That's just what I've been told so far. Allegedly, that's what happened. But
bro, but growing up, did you ever think about this?
No, no.
Will and I were talking about before the podcast. Like, you think about bomb threats.
Yeah,
like, people call it bomb threat, and low key, you're thinking to yourself, "Ain't no bomb's gonna go off in here." Like, oh, we get the day off of school.
Yeah, as a little kid.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, as a kid, you don't understand like the dangers that's actually going on. My school literally we shut down for 2 hours because a guy was running around in a Batman mask in the desert. Like, and that was like the scariest thing that happened.
I think the only thing that I could recall was Combine. When
Yeah,
Combine
dude,
happened.
that was in the night. That was in the 90s.
Was
And
it
there
in the 90s?
massive
The
documentary on
90s
it.
or was it early 2000s?
I think it was early 2000s.
No, I thought it was before 9/11. Yeah,
Was
it was
it?
before 9/11.
Yeah.
And it's just,
But
dude,
that was like the biggest thing up until.
and now the
No.
shit happens all of the fucking time here.
Yep.
It's just crazy. And bro, listen, I am just like a lot of people out there that when you see a shooting, you're like, it's the same thing. Hey, prayers out to this place. But when you hit fucking, it happens to you, like close to you,
Within miles.
within miles, where my daughter could have literally gone to school. You're like, holy fuck. Like this shit's real. Cause at the end of the day, dude, we're like, everyone's living their own lives. I get to go home to my kids today. There's three pairs of parents that don't. And like, we get to sit here and be sad about it. But eventually we're going to go back to our lives. Like, yeah, like it never happened. You feel bad, but then you just keep moving on. It's just fucked up. Man, I don't know. That's wild. Plus, you work that area now, don't you?
Yeah, I used to work. I worked it last year, and there wasn't a lot that went on. I mean, the most that you really dealt with was like, a couple car burglaries, traffic crashes, stuff like that. But nothing like this. It's a nice area. It's a really nice area.
Hug your families, man. Hug your kids. Like, Yeah, I don't know.
It's a tough way to end a podcast.
Yeah.
Well, listen, prayers out to the families.
City, Nashville right now.
Yeah. This is a tough day in Nashville. Tough day all over the country.
Yeah.
But like Will said, hug your families. Never want to end a show like this, but obviously the circumstances are just a little bit different.
Yeah.
We love you guys. For those of you in Columbus, we'll see you in Columbus. Big hugs, tiny kisses.